Inflation, abortion, crime. We were told those were the big ticket items. That was the filter for everybody's field. But it seems something else was really on trial. The agent of the animus that is dividing us and causing, more fear than forward thinking when it comes to those big issues. Extremism. Extremism was on the ballot. Extremism was on trial, and it got beaten like an egg. Let's welcome in Michael Shellenberger, author and one-time independent California gubernatorial candidate who watches what is happening and wants you to know what he sees. It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, Chris.
So you say it was extremism on trial. Substantiate.
Well, yeah, if you look at what happened, it looks like Democrats will probably lose the House. They may lose the Senate. It wasn't the red wave that people had anticipated. I think most people looking at this think that the Republican election denial did play an impact in many places, but we also saw that there was clear overreach by Democrats that voters were responding to. And we saw a lot of voters in many states, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, splitting their vote, voting for a Republican as governor or a Democrat with a Democrat as senator.
One of the
vice
most
versa.
frequently asked questions I got on election night. Well, you keep saying split ticket. What do you mean? And you know what? That is a weird way to put it. But on the state level, voters were making one type of decision, and on the federal level, they were making different ones. And even if it meant different parties, that's the split part of the ticket, meaning all the different races on the ballot. That's the ticket in that state. And what does that tell you?
Well, it tells us that, obviously most voters are partisan and they're voting for their parties, but a minority, I think, 8 to 10% of those voters were splitting their vote because they didn't want one party or the other to have too big of a majority. So I think voters didn't like their choices. I think that we don't have a clear consensus about what America ought to be doing right now. There's big questions around crime. There's big questions around energy, inflation. So I think we're obviously at a major turning point in American history, just as we are globally. I think the energy crisis, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the post-COVID period, this is a time for us to kind of reassess what our priorities are. And I think that voters are looking to their political leaders to come up with an agenda that is not locked into the older liberal, conservative, left-right extremes.
Now, justify that there's extremism that was accounted for on both sides without getting dismissed as a both-sideser.
Well, sure. Just look what happened. So it does appear that voters are going to give Republicans a majority in the House. They may give them a majority in the Senate. So clearly that's a repudiation of the Democrats who've had control of the Congress and of the presidency for the last 2 years. But they didn't give Republicans the red wave that had been anticipated.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.